But the issue is that Nigerian government has come to realize that it's like one brain drain, moving our people at young age to foreign countries, and by the time they settle there, have their families there, coming back home is an issue. So in recent times, they are calling on everybody, to begin to think home. There was a time Anambra State had it as a think home philosophy, trying to encourage people to come home. You have houses built and they are staying there as economic waste because nobody is living in those houses. So you're being called back to please come home. And then people began to respond, coming back home, coming to invest in the homes, coming to set up businesses that could run them through retirement. And then the people back home too, some of them began to welcome them. But incidentally, the issue of insecurity arose again, and it went up in a very high scale, that even in those areas you're thinking are safe for you are becoming like very unsafe havens, and nobody wants to go back. When you want to retire, you're going back to go and submit your life to people who don't even value it for anything again, due to insecurity, or somebody who thinks you're coming home with money and feels you're the new bank he needs to capture so that money will come. So that is a very huge problem towards thinking about retirement and settling in your home country. And we can't settle that except we have what we call the real willpower, government willpower. It's not just something about talk of word of mouth, promising people I'll get you home, I'll make it comfortable for you to come, and then not even people there are not seeing the evidence of safety. So we need that government's willpower to put things in order, and not just putting the security in order. What about infrastructural development? We also need that willpower, strategic performance of what we say. It's not just about saying we'll put light, we'll put this, we'll put water, and put everything, put healthcare. If you retire and you're now coming home as a baby, because life is like when you are a baby at the onset, you become an adult later, and then towards the end, you're becoming another baby, and there's no good hospital to take you to when you retire, when you're sick. It's also an issue. So these are some of the things that we keep on, the government itself need to wake up. It's not just making budgets to put this in place. It's also about making sure that those budgets are properly utilized and those things are put in place. And then we begin to encourage people, because there's nothing, sincerely, no place like home. Home is always better off when we think about it. But if all the necessary things that will you need to have you accommodated with are not in place, then that home may not be the best place. But then, in all sincerity, Nigeria is a good place to go home and retire. However, we need to do a lot and
All
put the
right.